We're on the verge of Christmas, and historically in the Western world, Christendom would settle down families together to think about Jesus Christ and what his life represented. That might be care for the needy, it might be living by good solid values, however people interpret it. However, in this day and age, we don't have such silly things. We believe we're far too intelligent for mythology, history and religion, so instead we have progressive ideology, where progressives are the good, perfect people, and Jesus is nowhere to be seen. Now, because progressives don't believe in metaphysics and because they're perfect, they need an enemy. They haven't got Satan anymore, so they tend to replace that figure with Hitler. This is why they tend to see Hitler everywhere in this day and age. Here's a lady on Twitter saying that she's can see reform for what they are. They mirror Hitler's rise to power. Not quite sure how she's worked that one out. And not to be outdone, the ever wise, insightful Rory Stewart, who always has his finger on the pulse of modern Britain, is saying that Elon Musk is choosing to ignore this advert from the AfD, which he believes is a clear sign that this German family are Sieg-heiling. Never mind that this is a stock image on depositphotos.com with a description that states happy full family with 3 kids sitting on sofa, mum and dad making roof, figure with hands arms over heads, new building residential house purchase apartment and housing concept. And that Alice Weidel, leader of the AfD, is a lesbian who's married to a Sri Lankan woman with 2 adopted kids. I'm sure Hitler would love that. But this whole thing got me thinking, why is it that the majority of quote right-wing leaders in Western Europe are women? We have Alice Weidel in Germany, Marine Le Pen famously in France, Giorgia Meloni in Italy, and more recently Kemi Badenoch in UK. Well, I have a little theory about this, and that's that we are governed by progressive ideology in Western Europe. That controls the political conversation, and that means that right-wing parties are frightened to put forward an actual right-wing male candidate because that guy would immediately be labelled as literally Hitler. I mean, this lady thinks reform, and that means even Nigel Farage, who's essentially a 90s libertarian, is a fascist Nazi. But if big brain eternally correct figures like Rory Stewart don't realise that if they keep calling everybody who wants to limit mass migration and don't want to become a minority in their own countries literally Hitler, eventually someone will stand up and be like, alright, I'm that guy, I'm going to take control, and it will be Rory Stewart and his ilk's fault. Anyway, do let me know your thoughts about this down below, and do consider subscribing to the channel if you're new.